Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about expanding our storage facility. Before we get started, if you enjoy these videos and want to help us make more, please press the like button. Subscribe to our channel and press that bell for notifications so you know when we release new videos. Now let's get started. Hey guys, today we're talking about expanding our storage facility. We just recently purchased 10 new units and we bought portable buildings from the manufacturer. We had them custom built into storage units, and there's 2 units per building, and so we ended up buying 5 buildings, and we're having them installed today and set on the property. The reason why we went with portable buildings over building an actual on-site stick-built building partly was due to cost, partly due to tax reasons, and also due to the city concerns of having to get permits and site surveys and all that kind of thing. So this saves you from having to do all that, because portable buildings in most situations are considered like equipment. This allows you to deduct the buildings in the same year you purchase them, just like purchasing an equipment. We can use an accelerated depreciation method and take these as a write-off. Also, when I talked to the city, if we built a building, we had to meet certain qualifications. It had to be, couldn't look like a warehouse, and it had to have windows in it and all these weird things that they required when you build a building inside the city for the codes. These being portable buildings, they don't fall under the same restrictions. And if we have to move them for some reason, we can just pick them up and move them. But the idea is that we saved time, we saved money, and we also got a good deduction on our taxes for using this type of building. And it's not going to make a difference. They rent for the same amount of money either way. These are not climate controlled units. These are units where you just drive up, access, and they're just a regular storage unit. These units are all 10 by 10 in size. That seems to be the sweet spot for us. We have more requests for 10 by 10 units than any other size, so that's what we went with. These buildings are 10 by 20. If we order more, we will order some single units per building, so they'll be 10 by 20 in size. Unfortunately, when you rent a 10 by 20, it doesn't rent for twice as much as a 10 by 10. It rents for a little bit more, so the price goes down per square foot as the unit gets larger. So it's actually a better return on our investment to create 2 10 by 10s, because they'll both rent for more money than one 10 by 20. So that's another reason why we went with so many 10 by 10s. We feel like that is a popular size, and they'll rent for more overall if we have more 10 by 10s. So those are some things to consider when you're doing this.
I was really impressed with how quick and easy it was for these guys to set these 10 units. Now each building has 2 units per building, so we had 5 buildings delivered, and they delivered 2 at a time, so we had one load that just had 1 building on it. But as you can see, they brought them in, they set them in kind of roughly where they were going to go, and then once he got all the buildings on site, but he had to make a few trips to go get the buildings, then he came back and pushed them all together and lined them up and straightened them all up into a perfect row. So they look really good, and they match what was there. We had the paint scheme to be the same as what we're using on the other buildings that we have, and so it turned out that these really match well, and they fit really good into our facility. They look like they've always been there. And so I think this will work out really well for us. It took 3 weeks for them to build these buildings, and they got them out there in 1 day and set them all up. So I definitely believe this was much better than us actually building a building here on site. Had we done that, we would have to go to the city. We'd have to have architectural drawings. We'd have to have the lots graded and surveyed off. We'd have to have concrete poured and the foundation and all that kind of stuff. It would take weeks to have that done on top of building the building. So in the time that it would take just probably to get the approval and the permits to build these buildings, we've actually had them built in a factory and delivered and set up, and now they're operational from day one. Once they set them on the ground, we can start renting them. In fact, they've only been here about a week, and we've already rented 4 of the 10 units. So we're off to a pretty good start. Hopefully we'll get the rest of them rented, and we look to probably purchase more of these going forward. So we'll see. Stay tuned and keep watching the channel to find out what we do next.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. And if you'd like to see more, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so you know when we release new videos. And if you'd like more information on real estate investing, go to retirerichwithrealestate.com. Until next time, I'm Paul Price, teaching you how to retire rich with real estate.